Hello people, as you probably know, Ultrakill Violence has recently dropped, and I think it's relatively fun. But it really isn't perfect, and neither is Ultrakill. I've seen a lot of people jerk off Ultrakill to a point that feels unnatural. Like, Jesus, it's not the hardest FPS ever made. But hey, everyone's opinion is valid, including mine. So here's a brutally honest review of Ultrakill. Enjoy.
Balance are some of the best I've seen in gaming. Even though the game's actual graphics aren't great, this still looks like something that hundreds of people would slave over for years to get to look this good. I mean, shivers were going down your spine every couple of seconds when playing through this for your first time. Like, seriously, like, look at this. What the hell? It's some of the most badass stuff in gaming I've ever seen. This isn't really something that Violence did, but the combat is still great. Fighting off the smaller enemies is really fun, and using all the things you've learned to slaughter enemies that probably would have killed you over and over again when you first started is really satisfying. It really has that reward loop of you actually getting better at the game, and not just get your character getting stronger. But that kinda leads us to the end of the good things. And this is not because that there's not more good things to talk about, because Layer 3 is still very fun. But this isn't about why it's good. That's been done hundreds of times. This is my critiques and what I think could be done better. And also, I'm 14. I'm not a fucking game design. This probably take my opinion with a grain of salt. Okay, so this is the largest critique I have. Honestly, I don't like the actual boss fights. They seem kind of generic, which is something I never thought I would be saying when talking about Ultrakill. Honestly, after beating the bosses in Act 1 and 2, I would go back to them and try to master their mechanics. But with the Minotaur and the Earthmover boss fights, specifically the actual boss fights, not the levels themselves, I don't have any intention on mastering them. And this could just be me shooting myself in the foot, and they could be really fun if you master them. But I just never really thought they were fun enough, like, left that big of an impact on me to want to go master them like the other bosses have. But seriously, it feels kind of boring just fighting them. They feel like just a bigger enemy with a larger hitbox, instead of like an actual boss that you want to fight. Okay, so the gutter tanks actually fucking suck. And I hate that they got nerfed. Don't get me wrong, they were annoying as hell, but they were used way too often. I think that they actually should have been stronger and used more like a mind flayer, so they actually are scary instead of more annoying. And you might think I'm happy that they got nerfed, and I'm really not. They should be scary. They should not. You shouldn't see a gutter tank and go, oh, it's a gutter tank, whatever. You should think, oh, that's a gutter tank. I have to like focus up, like when you see a mind flayer. You can't just. They can't be just easy to kill. And I have really no clue how to fix them instead of just making them less common or something like that, or making them stronger and less common. But other than that, I don't know. I don't think they might not be possible to fix them. They might just be annoying forever. But that could just happen, and I wouldn't be too mad about it. Now, this is me looking through a very critical lens, and I'm not a game designer. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I generally think that the fandom and the game are not progressing at the same rate. I think this makes it so that all veteran players will find the new layers and just shit that comes out too easy, excluding Prime Sanctums, and not have the drive to refight the bosses because they thought it was just too easy and they had nothing really to learn about it. I don't truly think this is a result of Hakita, Violence, or Ultrakill as a whole, but it's more of a just what happens to games that are in early access. But this still is like something that if you're looking to buy Ultrakill and play it and want to sink a bunch of hours into it, this is going to happen and you're going to be let down by new content. So just something to look out for. Okay, so I think that the pacing is a little wacky in these levels, and how like the big, oh my god, wow, that's so cool moment comes a little too early in these levels, and after that happens, it's kind of a little bit downhill from there. 7-1 and 7-4 suffer from this the most. With 7-1 is when you pick up the red skull and all the mannequins move, and that's really cool. And 7-4 is walking out and seeing the earth mover. That's amazing, I love that. But after that, you're kind of just sitting there waiting for the level to be over, because the level's already peaked. It can't get better than that. So it's just kind of it kind of feels like the rest of the level suffers because of that. The non-boss enemies in this layer feel like they just have been done before, and I think I really know why. The new enemies don't test you on anything that hasn't been tested before. Like, the new enemies, they don't have a new purpose or an exciting idea behind them that hasn't been done before. It feels like the enemies are just stronger versions of other enemies. Like the Gutter Man, which is a tank, is a stronger version of the Cerberus. The Gutter Tanks I don't like for other reasons, but they are actually new. And the mannequins are just glass cannons, but you just mow them down so fast that they kind of feel like a soldier, where you just punch them and then they're just dead. But this kind of makes these blander enemies makes the overall bit worse. And I'm not talking about like the bland as in they don't look cool, because I think they're all artistically amazing. But I really would have liked a new concept, which could be added with the yellow arm, to be added with this layer. I think that would have been a really helped layer. A lot of times, but the community is absolutely unironically cancer, and I'm absolutely a part of the problem. Like, a lot of Ultrakill players have strong opinions, such as "fuck the drill, fuckers." But this game and all of them are just wrong. This game is fucking easy, bitches. Just get better, and I'm absolutely the best source for this news, boys. Just let you know that. And that's that. My full critique of violence. Honestly, I love this layer, and I can make an hour-long video of me praising it, but I really don't want to. That's why my friend did. Check that out in the description. Holy shit. I'm a generic YouTuber. Whatever. Anyways, I hope you enjoy. Please do not send pizzas to my house, Ultrakill community.